Good morning, grade 8. Now, before we start with 11.2, let us understand one new type of graph, and that is subdivided bar graph. Now, the graph which you are observing on this page, it is nothing but subdivided bar graph. So, we all know what is joint bar graph. It is used to compare the information. So, same like joint bar graph, even subdivided bar graph is used to compare the information in a data. Now see here, you can see there is only one bar over here and it is divided into two parts in this case. So in subdivided bar graph, two or more constituents are shown by parts of single bar. You can see this bar is divided into two parts. It can be divided into three parts also, depending on how many constituents are there. Here there are only two constituents, so the single bar is divided into two parts, and therefore it is called as subdivided bar graph. Let us see, when you will understand this questions, type of questions, and you will be able to answer those questions, you will understand better, in better way, what do you mean by subdivided bar graph. So observe the following graph and answer the questions. It is very easy. 11.2 we are doing first question from your textbook. Now see, state the type of graph. So this type of graph is subdivided bar graph. So you have to write the answer. It is subdivided bar graph. You can see one bar is divided into two parts. So it is subdivided. Now see, what is shown in this bar graph, subdivided bar graph. Here savings are written in rupees on your y-axis. This is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. So on x-axis you have names of women and on y-axis you have savings in rupees. So 200, 400, 600, 800 and 1000. So approximately here see scale on y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 200 rupees. Scale is very important. Alright. Now 2 months savings are shown. First is savings in April. You can see here. It is shown by blue color. You can see all this blue color, it is savings in April. And white color is savings in March. So these are the names of women. How much they have saved in April and how much they have saved in March. And total they have drawn as 1000 for first woman, that is Savita. Okay, so let us see one by one now. So how much is the saving of Vaishali in the month of April? First we will see where is Vaishali. Here is Vaishali. They have asked for month of April. April is shown by blue. So Vaishali and April is by blue. April is how much? 600. So 600 is her saving in month of April. See the third question. How much is the total of savings of Saroj in months of March and April? So Saroj is over here. This is of April and this is of March. Total is from here till here. So directly we have to see it is 800. So Saroj's saving is 800. Okay, now one more thing I will tell you, students. If you ask separately for Saroj, how much is her saving in month of April? April starts from base till here, so that is 400. And March start from 400 to 800. So 800 minus 400 will give you her savings in March. So 400 of April and 400 of March together becomes 800. Have you understood? So if total is asked, you have to point out this part. If individual is asked, you see in April it is 400. But if it is asked only for March, then from 800 you have to cut this much part. No, that will give you the savings of March. Alright. But here total was asked, so directly 800. Now see the fourth question. How much more is the total savings of Savita than the total savings of Megha? Now Megha is here and Savita is here. You have to compare and whose is more and by how much. Now Megha's saving, look at here. So we have her is 500. So Megha's total saving is 500 and Savita's total saving, just see, total saving is 1000. So hers is 1000 and hers is 500. So Savita's is more than Megha by 500. 1000 minus 500 is 500. Alright. So Savita's savings is more by 500. Now look at the fifth question. Whose savings in the month of April is the least? Least means low, lowest. in month of April. April is blue color. Look where blue color is lowest. It is in this part. So whose it is? Megha's. So Megha's savings is least in the month of April. Have you understood? Alright. Now next question we will see where they have asked you to draw the bar graph. Okay. So the subdivided bar graph. We'll go for second question. Now see your second question, students. Number of boys and girls in standard 5 to standard 8 in ZP school is given in the table. Draw a subdivided bar graph to show the data. Now you can see standards are 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Number of boys are here given. Number of girls are given. Now you have to draw one more column over here, students, and that is what of total. So you have to draw total, then only we will be able to draw subdivided bar graph. See what I have done over here is, this is another, same information is there, but I have added up and I have calculated total also. So you have standard, boys, girls and total. Now so for 5th standard there are 34 boys and 17 girls, total becomes 51. For 6th standard total is 40, 7th 35 and 8th 45. So one more row you have to add, that is of total. Unless and until you do total, you will not be able to find the end point of the bar graph. Alright, so now let's draw the bar graph. Now keeping this in mind, just see now. So this is your graph paper. Okay. Let me zoom it for you. Okay, see students, now what I have done, this is x-axis, alright. I have plotted here standards. Now I have left one column from, this is y-axis, one column from y-axis 5th standard. Again leave one column 6th standard, one column 7th standard, one column leave 8th standard. So this spacing should be equal right from the axis. Now look at the scale on y-axis, 0 and 5. That means 1 centimeter will contribute to 5 students, isn't it? But in 1 centimeter there are 10 lines. Alright, 10 lines corresponds to 5 students. That means 2 lines will correspond to 1 student. That is very important. Scale. Scale on y-axis, 1 centimeter is 5 students. In terms of lines also you write. Alright, 2 lines contribute to 1 student. Now I am going to show girls by this blank box and boys I am going to draw lines. So let us start. First is, look at this now. For 5th standard, we have 34 boys, 17 girls and 51 is total. So first draw complete bar graph of 51. Okay, so we will draw bar graph of 51 first. For 5th standard, 51. Alright. So 5th standard is this column. Now we have to plot 51 in this. Can you see this is 50? Now see, look over here. 2 lines means 1 student. So after 50, I am going to plot 2 lines. So this is 51. Have you understood? 2 lines you take after 50. So can you see, students? This is 50. This is 50. And above 50 only 1 line. This is 50. 2 lines equal to 1 student. Sorry, we have to take 2 lines. So you can see here, this is 50 and above 50, 2 lines. That means 1 child. So this is 50 and this will be 51. Alright. I'll show you one bar graph. You will be drawing other 3. Okay. So this is complete 51. Now first we will plot boys. What is boys number for 5th standard? 34. 34 means, just see, this is 35. Below this 2 lines will be 34. Alright. Because 2 lines corresponds to 1 student. We are going to minus 1 student from 35. So 2 lines below I am going to draw a line that will give you 34. So see students, this is 35 and 2 lines below will be 34. And boys we are showing with lines like this. So I have drawn lines below. Can you see that? Okay. So from 0 to here is 34. Remaining will be automatically 17 because total is 51. Can you understand? Are you understanding this? Okay. So like this, one graph I have plotted. Remaining also you are going to plot on your own. Okay. I'll just plot all together and then show you, but you will be doing it individually. Alright. So this is the complete graph, students. You can see for 5th I have already explained. For 6th standard, total is 40. Among that, 26, that means 2 lines above 25. 26 are boys and 14 are girls. For 7th standard, total is 35. Among that, 21, that means 2 lines above 20 because one student corresponds to 2 lines. So about 22 lines will give you 21 and remaining 14 automatically will be girls. For 8th standard, look at boys. Total is 45, boys are 25. So remaining 20 will be automatically girls. Okay, this scale is very important. You are indicating constituents by what, and this scale is also important. I will always give stress on writing lines because when it comes to 33, 34, then students don't know how to go about it. Alright, therefore it is better that you write 2 lines means one child or one student, whatever it is. Okay, so please draw the graph. That's all for today from my side, students. Thank you.